So, good evening, lecturer, and hello, everyone. We're from Group 5, and today we would like to share a topic which is about how high school graduate students adapt to university life at FL, because this topic is also essential for um, our classmate here too, because it's related to the freshman journey that we used to experience. And these are our team members, which are Jun Kanika, me, Lisraelia, Koisen Jesda, Livstera, and Kan Kanika. And these are our table of contents, which contain four main points here. First one is about introduction. The second one is about literature review. Third is about methodology, and the last one is about conclusion. And now let us move to the background of study. So our topic is related to education, and education is very essential for everyone, especially for the self-individual to empower like the self-development, the knowledge, skills, opportunity, especially for the future. But decide that it's very important for a country because a development country require a lot of human resources to help the country. So beside that point, when we try to search up for a famous school in Cambodia, after we show up in one of them. And more than 1,000 students register for Harvard every year. So that's a reason this topic is very essential. And this is our research problem. So adaptation from high school to university life is very difficult because students meet numerous difficulties such as heavy workloads or assignment or maybe like the new environment academic challenges and many more. And that's it showed the challenges of adaptation between high school and university. In that case, we also need effective studying strategies for our research. And due to those difficulties, we also have found three main purposes or three main objectives in our research. So the first one is to find the challenges, like I mentioned earlier, and then we gonna find the solutions to solve those issues, and then we try to use the useful methods and recommendation for our research, so that the next generation or the readers can find the useful learning before they enter university or college life, especially the life in FL. And these are our research questions. So the first one is like, what effect does the university environment have on first year students? The second one, what academic challenges do first year university students face? And the third one is, what are the most effective study strategies for first year university students to adapt successfully? So these three main questions related to the environment, the climate challenges, and the effective study strategy. So now let's move to the significance of the study. So the study is provide a lot of benefits for multiple stakeholders, including students, educators, and university administrators. So for the students, they can receive the new method, or they can learn the new so that they can prepare themselves before they enter the university life. And for the educators, maybe they can know the weaknesses from the study so that they can prepare the learning, the effective learning for student. And lastly, it's about university administrators. So as they already know about the student weakness or student challenges, maybe they can implement more workshops or about the um, sharing session or techniques for the students. So now let us move to another point, which is about the literature review.
Thank you, Silly, for your insightful presentation. Good evening, teacher. My name is Jisdar, and today I'm going to talk about some keywords that I want to define. So, the first keyword is adapt. According to Cambridge, adapt is defined as making changes and trying to fit to the condition. And now, second key term is university life. So people get through both hard or easy experience and it's become their lesson learned. Generally, it is used to refer to knowledgeable people but not in high educated ones. Moreover, students need to adjust to the demands of university life on both personal and educational level, if it is according to Cambridge. So now, the last key term it's about high school graduate students. According to Law Insider website, a student has passed the diploma test from high school of the general educational development. Another thing is that graduating from high school is confirmed by the Ministry of Education. So based on all definitions of key terms, I like to define the definitions of the topic. So I define it as the process by which students who have completed high school and obtain a recognized diploma make changes and adjustments to fit into the economic and social demands of university life at IVAL's Department of English. This includes navigating both personal and educational challenges, gaining new experience, and also learning to manage the new environment. Okay, so this is the ends of keywords and the topic. Now let's jump into theoretical framework. What is that framework? So based on our topic, I would like to raise like three theories that I want to raise up and then try to make it fit with our topic. So the first theory is Bronfenbrenner's ecological systems theory that is made in 1979. So as you can see here, there's a lot of points, but I would like to just summarize in key point that I would love and raised up related to our topic. So in that theory, this it could be summarized as a student's surroundings shape their ability to adjust. Everything is different, new teachers, unfamiliar classmates, and strict university rules. Moving from high school to university feels like stepping into unknown territory. But with the right support, students can find their place and grow. So the second theory is about Tino's student integration theory, which is created in 1975. So as you can see here, there are two main points, academic and also about social. So the thing is that to succeed, students must connect both academically and socially. Learning becomes harder and assignments pile up and friendships take effort. Those who join study groups, participate in campus life, and seek support are more likely to stay on track. Without these connections, I think students may feel lost and alone. The last theory is about Zimmerman's self-regulated learning theory that is made in 1989. So as you can see here, there's a lot of points. So I raised up about self-discipline and motivation. Success now depends on self-discipline and motivation. In high school, teacher guided every step. But in university, students must take control. Managing time, setting goals, and staying focused are key to survival. Without these skills, students may feel struggle to keep up. So now that's all about theoretical framework. So let's know about conceptual framework. So there's a lot of points here, but the actual main point that I really want to raise up is about the environment, academic challenges, and also effective strategy. So what are they? So talking about environments, like students must adjust to new campus, facilities, rules, and unfamiliar setting, which can be challenging. Secondly, academic challenges. Students may face new study techniques, study methods, language barrier, heavier workloads, and time management difficulties. And also the shift from high school and to university require greater independence in learning and critical thinking. And also talking about effective strategy as well. In order to succeed, students can prepare in advance and also participate in sharing sessions, stay committed, and develop personal skills. And they can also seeking guidance from professor and peer that can provide valuable support as well. So to know more about that, I would like to let Kanika talking about each point and raise up based on previous study.
Hello, teacher. Um, Today I am going to talk about the previous study and research gap. So, there are several studies that found that freshmen tend to struggle with the adaptive process that we have shown through the conceptual framework that my teammate have mentioned. So there are three main point. The first one is adapt to the new environment. Second, adapt to the academic challenges. The third one, adapt to the effective strategy. So without any further delay, let's go straight to the points. Adapt to the new environments. When students adapt to a new environment, normally they have to struggle with new campus, rules, new facility, or unfamiliar setting. If we see the previous study based on Oliver and at the other authors in 2019, he have suggested that moving away from home and facing new academic and social demands require more independent. I do believe that it is not hard to understand. Like when we leave comfort zone, we have to face a challenging because we have to play as an independent. By saying like that, Mendes co-star in 2020 and 15, he also mentioned that family resource play a really important role in educational access, meaning in the adaptive process in education, which is because he believed that family resource can help their children lead to the social stratification. So social stratification here refers to the social class, like people who has the same income or the same wealth. And by seeing those, we come up with a research gap. We probably research a little on how the challenges affect high school graduate in Cambodia, and we also examine how IFR students handle academic and personal challenges in Phnom Penh or in the city. Move to another point. We are going to discuss about um, have to adapt to academic challenges. So when students need to adapt to the academic challenges, they have to struggle with new methodology, language barrier, heavy tasks compared to the high school, and also time management. So look at the other previous study. Muladis in 2024 found that the first year student face academic struggle because the increased demand for independent study, like a lot of research, a lot of assignment, critical thinking, and so on. And he also mentioned that the transition from traditional methods to the lengthy lecture, like a formal lecture which consists 40 to 60 minutes can cause confusion and also self-doubt, which can affect student adaptation or which can affect the way that students adapt to academic challenges. So based on that, we come up a research gap. We probably put a limited research on how teaching method impacts student adaptation in specific department like for example IFL, and we also need for more studies on the role of teaching staff in order to foster student confidence and also success. And last but not least, we are going to look at the adapt to effective strategy. So adapt to strategy here, students need to fight with preparation, sharing session, commitment, or research requirements. So based on Hill, George Culture, and Marlowe in 2018, they proposed that procrastination and poor planning can lead to academic stress and also reduced performance. And they also included transitioning to independent living, like in from a province to a city, can involve many things like managing household tasks, manage budget, or balancing commitments. By seeing effective strategy or preparation for the lift can affect to the way that they adapt to effect strategy. We have come up with a research gap. We will explore how high school graduates at the IFR Department of English can adapt to university life by focusing on considering academic pressure or their personal responsibility, like I have mentioned, managing household budget or um, doing their assignment can be hard for them in the city when they are independent. So my part came to the end.
So, good evening, sir. Today I got the presentation about the methodology, which consists of eight important points. The first one is about research design. The second one is about the research setting. The third one is about the research population. The fourth one is about sampling. Five is about research instrument. Six is about data collection procedure. Seven is about data analysis, and last but not least is about limitation of the study. So now let me start um from the research design. So research design, our research topic is we conduct the research through the quantitative research design, which we conduct the survey through the Google form. And we also include the questionnaire in the Google form to get the uh, data collection from our participant and for our respondent as well. So the next one is about the research setting. As we know that my topic is about the how high school graduate student adapt to the university life in city at NFL. So our research setting, we conduct the survey and data collection at the DOE Department of English, IFL, in Institute of Foreign Language at OUPP. So the next one is about the research population, which Tara will present you guys how who are going to be our participant and how many people did we conduct the survey with. And let's move to Tara.
the research population for our research on how do high school graduate students adapt to the university life in the city at IFL Department of English. We will focus on semester 1 in the foundation year at IFL who are faced with the new environment, academic challenge, and affective strategy. And also, we consist of approximately 31 students per class with a total of 10 classes in the evening shift of year 1 at IFL. And moreover, based on our timeline and resources, we only take 50% of classes, which means 5 classes. And the reason that we only targeting the evening shift is because the students' background and year of study is aligned with our research objective. So moving next to research sampling, and in the research, we will use the simple random sampling method where each class has earned equal chance of being selected randomly, and the population includes all participants in the foundation year at IFL during the evening session, which consists of 10 classes. To apply this method, we will assign each class a unique number from 1 to 10, and then we using a random number generator, we will select 5 classes. And furthermore, the process guarantees that every class has an equal probability in conclusion, maintaining fairness and randomness in our sample.
Good evening, teacher. I'm going to talk about the research assessment. Research assessment is visual questionnaire for survey. The structure questionnaire was designed to gather to respond from year one student at IFR in the Department of English. And we chose Google Form for survey. The questionnaire that we include like frequency, learner scale, and multiple choice. Questionnaire questionnaire that we cover from the conceptual framework that was just in presentation, and I will repeat you again. We have 3 sessions: environment and your campus, frequency, and you unfamiliar setting. 2. Academic uh, challenges and your methodology in study, language barrier, and heritage compared to high school and time management. Affective strategy, we have to prepare preparation, selling a session, a commitment, and one more research requirement. So move on to the next slide. I am going to talk about more data collect procedure. We have a five step. That the step 1 is to obtain permission from IFR Department of English. And I approve research proposal and one and will and working them to approach that the way. And step 2, we use a select participate. We choose a first year student at the Department of English that we choose the random sample. And the step 2, the test for survey that we choose that we use Google Form for survey, and the send link to the student or QR code to the student for easy test survey. The step 4, collect response. This we give the student to complete the survey and we got 2 responses. And the step 5, data analysis, a new statistical tool to process result. In then in the step 5, if I want you to know more about that, I'm really invited to this presentation by Liken.
So after data collection procedure, I will proceed to the data analysis. After we collect the data from all participants and our respondents. So our topic will conduct three type of analysis, which the first one is about the descriptive analysis. There are frequency percentage that will be used to summarize the responses and identify trend or interest of the participant. At this point, it means that we will collect like how many percent of students that choose that choice and how many people or students that interest in this choice or that choice. And the second one we conduct through the comparative analysis, which means that we focus on the different group that will be examined based on the factor such as prior academic background or level of preparedness. For example, like the student who come from rural area and student who live in Phnom Penh. Normally, student who come from rural area more they have more struggle than the student from Phnom Penh because they have to adapt to a new environment, adapt to everything new in their life, just like they start new life again. For students who already live in Phnom Penh, they know how to adapt since they just adapt to the university. That's it. And the last one is about correlation analysis, which will apply to measure the relationship between the variable in our research. And the last one is focus about the limitation of the study. So, since our research is conducted with the quantitative research method, we should have the limitation of the study. The first one is about the sample size and representation. So it means that our survey is rely on the simple random sampling on the classes. For example, we have 10 class we can choose 5 or 3 or 6 class depending on our research content. And the next one is about bias or inconsistency. Because of our research, depend on the respondent that based on their perspective, so it may have some bias or inconsistent. And the third one is about general liability, which focus on like our topic it will focus on DOE, IFL, so it may specific on our department only. It may not fit with the higher education or another department. And the last one is about external influences. Um, External influences here it means that some external influence that can affect the adaptation of the student but we do not include in our data collection when we collect the data. So that is all for our presentation. Thank you so much for thank you so much for your listening to our presentation.